How often do we stop and ponder the real impact of terrorism on our world today? The threat of terrorism, specifically from Islamic radical groups, looms large. It jeopardizes security and stability in many regions across the globe. This isn't just a local problem, it's a global crisis. To grasp this issue, we need to understand the progression of Islamic radicalism. This progression begins with extremist violence, where radicals employ brutal methods like suicide attacks and kidnappings, leading to loss of innocent lives and widespread destruction. This violence often extends to religious persecution, with radicals targeting religious minorities, causing discrimination and violence against Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, and others. Suppression of women's rights is another cornerstone of Islamic radicalism. Radicals impose severe restrictions on women, including bans on education and employment. This suppression contributes to political destabilization, as the actions of radical groups hinder development and effective governance in many regions. The progression continues with youth radicalization, where vulnerable young individuals fall prey to propaganda and extremist ideologies. This radicalization is often facilitated by international recruitment, as Islamic radical groups lure foreign fighters into conflict zones, posing a threat to global security. Cultural heritage destruction is another tragic consequence of Islamic radicalism. Radical groups destroy cultural and historical sites, causing irreparable losses to our world's heritage. This destruction is often fueled by online radicalization, as the spread of extremist content online makes controlling these activities increasingly challenging. Lastly, the actions of Islamic radicals can lead to the isolation and stigmatization of Muslim communities worldwide, harming social cohesion. The rise of Islamic radicalism has left no stone unturned, touching every aspect of society. In just 2 minutes, we've journeyed through the chilling progression of Islamic radicalism. We've seen the tragic consequences of extremist violence, the painful reality of religious persecution, the suppression of women's rights, and the disruptive force of political destabilization. We've explored the troubling trends of youth and online radicalization, the sinister international recruitment of fighters, and the irreversible damage to our cultural heritage. We've also acknowledged the unjust isolation and stigmatization of Muslim communities. The threat of terrorism is real, and it's high time we confront it head-on.